Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another round of racing, round 18 of IIRL, first season. Heading to Australia with, if I'm correct, Appy still in the lead of the championship, followed by Hyper really close. And I will look up the rest in a little bit. I believe there's only 27 points difference between Hyper and Appy. Hyper leading that fight. Or Appy, I mean, sorry. So I'm gonna take a look at the standings. So that's still Albert leading the championship, followed by Hyper and Dale. Then on fourth Hissy, on fifth Ria. And between Uppy and Hyper there's 28 points. Between Uppy and Dale there's 30 points. And then between the number 4 and the number 1 is 47 points. And the number 5 and the number 1 is a 52 point gap. And in constructors, Mercedes leading with a gap of 21 points to the number 2. To the number 3, it's a 48 point gap. So, still a lot can happen with a couple of races to go. Only at Australia. After this one, we have still China and all the new tracks, and we finish at Abu Dhabi, like the real F1 will do, like the real F1 always does. And shortly, Professor Phil will join me in the commentator booth. So we will try to make an awesome stream for you guys again. I see there's probably like 14 or 15 drivers tonight. We'll start a bit later, I think, than normally. People still coming in. Hello, Hyper. Good luck. Good luck to everyone who's racing tonight. I hope we see less crashes than we saw Thursday. I believe Thursday 19 drivers started the race and only 10 or 9 finished. So yeah, we have to wait and see until it starts what's gonna happen tonight. I hope we have a fun and exciting close wheel-to-wheel race, or cars following each other in little trains would be great. So now it's wait till they start the lobby. Mark D needs to pick a car. So far it's a pretty exciting season with the close championship fight, of course. So everyone watching, let me know your predictions for tonight. who's gonna end up on top in quali and in the race. Let's hope we're setting off in a little bit. Can't wait to get started. We will just wait. So 15 drivers on grid so far. That's a nice number. Would love to see a full grid, but people have their private stuff. I think that's a new driver. Cobretti, 85. In the Alfa Romeo. Then we have Chelsea as reserve driver, I believe. James White. I don't know if they're waiting for a little simp. Good evening. Welcome back. Hyper, if you're still watching, can you let me know the weather when you're in the box? That would be great. Oh, we're jumping off. We're going. We're setting off to Australia, Albert Park, round 18. So here we go. Preparing ourselves for Q1 at a really famous track, of course, at the F1 calendar. It's there for many, many years. Sorry for that. Still waiting for James White, Dale, and Mark to load in. And then it's time for qualifying. Jacques joining really late. Mark left. Oh. Nice. So if we're lucky, everyone can hear Professor Phil as well.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, it's working.
Fantastic.
So let's put up the screening. I don't need that one in Q1. Full track map. We're good to go. Wet race, dry quali. Okay, interesting. So strategy out the door. So it's a full-on scent disqualifying session. Yeah, Phil is not saying a lot, Hyper, so he will be there.
I'm here. I'm gathering my thoughts. All four of them. I wonder if it's
going out.
I wonder if it's going to be wet the whole race, or if it will dry up at any point.
Okay, it says Chelsea on his outlap, but I can't pick up Chelsea with the camera.
I can't change camera view.
I have normal camera view, but oh, now I can pick up Chelsea as well.
Okay, yeah, now it's getting there.
Oh, wet start and gets dry towards the end. That's the info. Ooh,
Oh, okay.
5 place grid penalty for Chelsea.
What was that for?
A collision with Spark.
But was one of them on AI?
I don't know.
I missed
Maybe
that.
Chelsea moved aside and Spark misjudged it, or I don't know. I don't know what happened. I just missed it.
Well,
I just saw the penalty came into the screen, so...
that's unfortunate for Chelsea, I guess. Oh man,
Yeah.
there's Hyper just went past and now Zaga's behind.
Does Chelsea has damage, or... Doesn't seem like it. But I will pick up Spark, who's the first to start his timed lap here at Albert Park, followed by Hyper in the background. That was aggressive at turn 1 apex. We'll drive on board with him here. I find it a tricky track, but it's yeah, F1. It's correct to have this track in the F1 calendar.
Yeah, it is a tricky track, but I do enjoy it if you can get the I think it's a fun track in qualifying, but in the race it can be really hard to try to overtake someone.
Yeah. I think Chelsea spun out there because he's even behind the Mercedes of Tay, I believe now, who's on the outlap. So far the lap of Spark is looking really strong, but Hyper also having his foot down. I feel like Hyper is a bit quicker in this first run. He closed that gap to Spark.
Yeah.
And the first timed lap is a 1:22.4. And Hyper comes in
Just a
in
tenth.
1:22. Yeah, just a tenth. But a tenth is a tenth. Sok with a 1:23. Tay starting his lap. Stick here with Take It Easy. Going into the first chicane. Turn 1 and 2. I found them particularly tricky because that runoff on that curbstone that you see.
Yeah.
It's so... In other games it was perfect to hit it, and in this game I found it's not drivable.
Yeah. Definitely. So Tay's abandoning his lap with the Alpha Matties behind him.
He didn't activate his ERS, so is he doing a banker? Oh, and someone spun around behind him. That's Power Chris in the wall on the mediums. Oh yeah, that's now interesting to see which drivers went on the mediums. It's always interesting to watch. But they backed out of his lap. Uppy is on a lap, seems like, on the medium. Hyper with a 1:22.1, so improved by quite a bit. But I'm curious what that medium tire can do in Q1 here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if their race is wet, better, I guess, to just save all the softs for later.
Yeah, especially when it gets dry towards the end. Then the soft is the tire to go and not the medium, because you want heat in the tire and the soft generates a lot more heat in such a stint.
So,
But a 51.0 is pretty quick, I believe, in that middle sector. And I hear a lot of gravel, so someone went off. A lot of dirt on the track there. From one of the Ferraris, I believe. But Uppy on the medium. Alpha Metti is the first one on the medium with a 1:24.9. Ooh, 1:25.0. So I think there's still a bit in it.
for sure. Yeah, I think he definitely missed an apex or two.
Let's pick up James. Well, first let's pick up Hicklin, who's finishing his lap, and then we will move over to his teammate, James White. 1:25.2 for Hicklin. Did they go for another lap with his ERS on?
He is about to start a new lap, so I can watch Ted if you're watching James.
Yeah. James did a 27.4 in the first sector.
Never mind, he's doing very nice into the pit.
Another. Oh, okay.
Just taking it easy, you know?
Yeah. For sure.
James White doing well through the chicane.
Yeah. Looked very clean there. But yeah, you know, they only have to set a timed lap and then it's done. There's
Right.
only 15. So they don't have to push it. But so far, looks really strong, the lap of James White. A 1:23.2. So yeah, only Dill and Chelsea to set a lap time. Some nice screen time for Chelsea here, as he's one of the only drivers on track. rest is retiring in pit lane. As we only have 15 drivers in this session, so Chelsea just needs to set a timed lap and then he's through to the next session. In a quali like this, it's keeping the car safe. Even if you drive 1 minute 50, it doesn't matter. I don't know if Dill is going out. He also needs to... Oh, he was kicked from the session. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah. It's... Don't over push it, Chelsea. Just keep it on the grey stuff.
From the broadcast camera, the track almost looks like damp.
Yeah, like they spread some oil on it.
Or something, or like it's like light
Yeah.
rain.
No, Thursday, mate, they were going off like it was Mario Kart. Like Mario came by with a bunch of banana peels,
Yeah,
put them
yeah.
all over the track, and
Off they went.
off they went.
Oh, as off goes
Just
Chelsea.
finish the lap. Just
Yeah,
finish
he
the
just
lap,
has
Chelsea.
to finish it. I don't think that would
Yeah.
invalidate. Yeah.
No, if it was invalid, then the map would have colored red for the stream. Ah, decent. 10th place. And now it's the job to bring the car home and don't crash it.
The easy part, yeah.
Hello, Hicklin.
I actually just randomly saw a clip of it was Adrian Newey driving his like Lamborghini GT3 race car, and he crashed it on the formation lap warming up his tires.
Ooh. Hello, everyone. Hyper in the chat, Hicklin in the chat, Crash the Master in the chat,
Hello.
aka Appy. Appy says Hyper for pole. We will see.
That's a bold prediction since he's in first.
Yeah, yeah, but then his answer after it. Hyper responded with Crash the Master. Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Maybe still lose the race to me. I'll beat you.
Yeah, they're funny.
Yeah, they're having a lot. You were there a bit ago. It was just one massive fun part in that party when we were all together. We have a new word for you all. Crying
No,
in the
no.
pants.
What does the expression mean?
I don't know. That's what I said.
You
It
said
just
it.
popped into my head. Yeah, I know. I said when we were having that much fun, it just popped into my head. It sounded funny, so I said it out loud.
I don't know what kind of interpretation that could be.
You can give a lot of interpretations to it.
No.
That's the whole thing.
How's this race? I'm looking at Dale. So are you.
Yeah, so am I. It's good to see that he could join back and now can set a timed lap, so everyone has a number on the clock. I'm curious if the other guys are gonna retire or going out again. Because this is crossing point 4 minutes that people will say, hey, let's go out again.
No, I think
Oh, there's only 14 drivers.
that is... Yep. Correct.
So let's see if Dale can keep it on track. He's also still in the championship fight, right?
I think so.
Oh, puts it on 6th. Ah, that's good.
Everyone should be able to retire now.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes that message is lost in translation.
Oh, Dale's 30
Don't know
points
how many
behind
people...
Appy.
Oh yeah, still in the fight. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I said it correct at the beginning of the stream. Sorry. Now let's hope they retire, else we have a long wait. 3 minutes watching an empty track. And now we wait. But still, I think not everyone went flat out. Due to only having 14 drivers, so I expect a little bit more in Q2.
Yeah. I don't think the bottom 3 went flat out. Everyone else did.
No. The medium runners saved a bit. They saved a set of soft, so... And Chelsea with the 5-place grid penalty, so he has to make up some time. Oh, was it Sparks AI? Oh, that's... We didn't see that on the stream. That must be frustrating. It was on the AI of Spark.
Yeah.
5-place grid penalty. Oh. I still think we're gonna see a lot of medium runners trying to save out a set in this session.
Yeah, Is this a do-stop?
I think, yeah, I don't know in the rain. We have rain in the beginning, so it will throw
Oh,
away
so
the whole
probably
pit
not a
stop strategy,
two-stop.
I think.
I mean, if anyone could do a one-stop or a no-stop, I mean, that'd be so hard.
I see Chelsea, Maverick and James White opting for the medium to save out a set of softs in that first run in Q2. Spark is the first one who's going for it in this session.
Sparks on softs. Got my fingers crossed for Spark.
Yeah, would be great to see him win a race, honestly. Because I think he's a big contender for next season to fight for the championship. So let's see what Spark can do. He will drive into a little bit of traffic. And around this track that can be kind of a problem.
I think it's more of not invalidating.
As well, but some corners are pretty blind.
True.
Drivers
Yeah,
don't see you come from behind, or you
really
don't
have
see them up front.
You really have to hope that people are being aware.
Yeah. Especially in this corner. If you drive slowly at that part and you come around that corner full notch. Oh, mate, it will
Chelsea gets out of
cut
the
you
way.
out. That's nice.
Quite nicely.
Yeah, it was a good point to get out of the way as well. Ooh, he dives below the 50-second mark in sector 2. He did a 49 something.
Ooh.
Ooh, big moment there.
But still pretty good lap. Let's see.
Yeah, he kept his foot down.
Very nice.
Close behind is his teammate as well, I think. Where's the Williams? It's a
22-0.
22-0.
It's really good.
Power Chris comes across the line in a 1:22.7. Behind him is a Ferrari starting a lap.
It's Chelsea.
Hyper Invalidate.
Chelsea doesn't get the best exit coming out of those first two turns. Still on his lap.
Coming over, start finish. Did a banker. Starting his run right now. Then we have Dale on an out lap. Mark D. Last corner. Opens up the DRS. Hits the finish line in a 1:23.7. So still a lot of time to gain for a lot of drivers. James White in a 1:24.1 on the medium. Picked up Hicklin here. At the end of sector 2. Chelsea goes 5th with a 1:23.7. Just closely behind Mark D. Hyper with a 1:22.2. Hicklin coming out of the last corner with a 1:24.0. Patch going on an outlap. Uppy on an outlap. Tay on an outlap. Which one is the first one?
I think it's Appy. Actually, Dale's about to finish. He goes third fastest, with 22.4. But Appy, I think, is about to start.
Yeah. Uppy starting his lap right now. Heading towards turn 1. Keeps it nice and clean, not taking too much curb there. Can he go below the 50-second mark coming out of sector 2?
Well, he got a 27.5, which I think was also around where Spark was.
I know Spark did a 49 something out of sector 2.
49.9.
49.9.
Yeah.
So he's close.
Yeah.
He's really close to Spark. Somewhere around Spark or Hyper.
Hopefully there's no traffic here in the last sector.
Yeah, it bunched up. Ooh. Can he have a bit of a slipstream there still? Seems like it. There's a nice gap in a slipstream.
Yes.
Oh,
Smallest bit. Wow, only 6th.
only 6th. That looked better. Looks like he lost a lot in that last sector. I expected a better lap time there.
Yeah.
Let's pick up Tay. Take it easy. What can he do? Can he bring it in front of his teammate?
Yeah, let's see.
Then maybe they can help each other in the fight against Hyper and Dale, you know, with Hyper in the Red Bull, Dale in the Haas, Mercedes leading the constructors and the drivers. 123.6. Let's pick up Maverick on the medium. Looks pretty stable. 123, so that's only saving a set of tires. Let's look what Patch can do. Out of that final corner. Around top 2? No, 6th.
Wow. I mean, big credit to
So not
Spark.
what I expected.
Spark really just put together a really good lap.
Yeah, Hyper retired in the pit. Spark retired in the pit. Yeah, they're safe. You know, they don't have to waste another set. They can go full send in that last qualifying session. Patch almost 2.5 tenths up. Setting down a purple sector 1 there. So he wants to show that he's contending as well for that pole position. A 49.4, so he's 7 tenths up on his time almost. That will bring him in a 122.5. So let's see what he can find. He's gonna move up places, that's for sure. Nice clean exit there. A little bit of curb. A 122.4.
Wow.
Putting himself at 3rd at the moment.
Really seems like there's kind of like a
So there's a
ceiling
lot in.
of some sort.
Yeah, they don't go over the ceiling.
I'm really curious where
122.0
I wanna take a look at the sector times of where actually Spark got those 2 extra tenths or 4 tenths or whatever. 22.7 flat, 22 flat.
Chelsea's on the outlap.
Hyper's like,
Yeah,
Hyper's
go ahead.
the same, just maybe like a tenth, half slower in the 3rd sector, and then like little, like it's hundredths. Same thing with Padge.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot in the 1st and 3rd. The middle sectors are pretty similar.
Then focus on the race, Hicklin. You know, if you put up a wet setup, then focus on that part of the race. Hyper really happy with the bulls on 2 and 3. And Alpha Matti invalidates his lap. Appie is on an out lap. Sok is on an out lap. Mark D is on an out lap. Chelsea finished his lap, I think. Power Chris invalidates his lap. James White is improved his time. Moved up to 6th. Appie starting his lap. So let's pick up Appie here. Let's see by how much he can improve. Yeah, we don't know if it's gonna be heavy rain or intermediate, so probably everyone kept that in mind with their setup. That it could be rainy or whatsoever.
Happy so far is about 2/10 up. First sector.
It's all about this one.
Still around 2/10. We're a 10th and a half.
He needs to find it here, I think. Bit of slipstream. Nope. Moves nicely out of the way there. I think that's James White. No, Power Chris, sorry.
He turned his
Did he back
battery
off?
off? Yeah, he backed off.
Yeah. And he's going again now. So who else? Chelsea is on a lap. Not improving. Sok. Not improving. Power Chris is on a lap. In the Alpine. Oh! And slides into
Whoa.
the pit lane.
Oh my god.
Tay starting his lap. Let's pick up Tay. Take it easy. Someone moved up the sheet. We don't know who that is.
I'm still watching Appy very closely. He's only about a half a 10th up. This second run.
Yeah, Tay is 3 tenths up. 3.5 tenths.
Oh my god. That was a that was a good save from Appy. Yeah. He caught his curve or his tire on the curve on the last corner and essentially
Ooh.
he caught the slide. It was quite impressive. I'm honest.
Huh. That's nice.
Yeah.
Tay was looking really good. He was almost 4 tenths up in sector 1. He missed what he did in sector 2, so he can push his teammate out.
Yeah, so he's yes. So
Out of...
yep.
Ooh, goes for 8. And Appie is out of Q3.
Good lap for him. Good job getting into the 122s.
Yeah, really strong. Alpha Matti invalidated, so he will not improve. And Maverick is a second up, so he can still push Chelsea out.
And Zog actually.
Correct, yeah.
Maybe, right?
And Sokia. No, only Chelsea.
Or not, yeah, not push him out, but put him in 10th.
Yeah. Really strong performance here by Maverick as well, as he comes up the finish line and goes 6th fastest. So there's a second between number 1 and number 10. That's some strong qualifying.
Yeah, for sure. Spark just
I don't think
did one and done.
Appie is... yeah, Appie won't be too happy starting 12th on the grid. But maybe he put up a setup like Hicklin did for the rain. So yeah, that concludes our Q2 qualifying with leaving us Chelsea, Appie, Alpha Mati, Hicklin, and that's it. So going through is Spark, Hyper, Patch, Dale, Mark, Maverick, Power Chris, James White, Take It Easy, and Zork. That's top 10 qualifying heading to Q3.
So if you're starting a wet race, do you prefer more near the front of the pack or more near the back?
Front of the pack, because when you get away, you get away. You have free visibility, and if you're further down the pack, you will hit a lot of spray. And in this game, the spray is just insane.
True. But it is, I mean, I do always feel like it is, the further up you are, the bigger the risk of someone behind you. There's plenty of
Yeah,
Bottas in Hungary.
that as well. But I think if you have a clean start, you know, starting pole or second, and you can have that clean run.
Yeah, if you can. But it's a big if.
Then you're always safe.
It's a big if.
Except for your own mistakes.
Yeah, it's a big if until you start wheel spinning just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Let's see, Power Chris is at the back of the pack. Who's at the front?
Sok is leading the pack. Starting back. Starting back off to throw shit at Spark's house. Not gonna see shit into tier 1 and 2. Yeah, that's for sure, Chels. So let's see what Sok will be the marker with the first timed lap. With close behind, I think it's Spark and then Maverick. What? Oh no, it's Power Chris. Farther away, so yeah, it's Spark. Close behind Sok. Sok starting the first run here. I will keep an eye on the sector times as well, a little bit. So far I can see that Spark is putting his foot down, and Sok spins.
Oh shit.
Into the wall with his rear wing. So don't know if that's a lot of damage there.
Spark did another 27-0.
Okay, that's quick.
He does another 22-0, then
close.
he could get the same time.
Maverick invalidate. 49-1.
Oh my god.
That's quick. He's flying, Spark.
Yeah.
Seems like Sok is still stuck there at the point where he spun his car. Really competitive lap here by Spark, I think, with a 21.8.
Actually, so
That's bloody serious.
That's nuts.
Hyper invalidated his lap. Tay is off. Zok. I don't know what happened there, but he's facing the wrong way. Seemed like Taya lost his whole front wing. Mark. 122.7. Patch did a 122.2. Power Chris a 122.8. James White is coming start finish now. With a 123, I think. Yeah, 123.0. It's Hyper and Maverick on the lap.
Dale does a 22.9.
Ooh, and Zork is disqualified from the session, blocking the pit entry. Maverick looks pretty strong here as well. Into the final corner. Behind him seems like the Alpine of Spark then? Or is it Power Chris? Brings it up
Oh,
to
wow.
second.
Oh, and Hyper.
And Hyper goes fastest with a
Oh, and
121.7.
Patch tired?
Oh, and Patch crashed out at the start-finish
Yeah.
split. Yeah, he crashed into the pit barrier, I think.
Wow. Coming out of nowhere from Hyper. Great lap.
What a banger of a lap by Hyper.
Where is he from again?
Ooh, Hyper?
Yeah.
Some place called Wales?
A real place.
Yeah, it is.
Weird. I thought it was just an animal.
Yeah. No, that's a whale. Oh, I wanted to say, I was watching Maverick, I believe, and I heard some tires. I switched to Power Chris and he was in the barrier.
Yeah. Which was weird. I was on board with him. It just looked like he drove off into there. Oh, he has no fuel left.
Ah.
But I don't know why he drove off like that.
Oh, but that's really annoying for Patch that happened. He was having a good qualifying session, Patch.
Yeah.
So now it's preparing for run 2. There's still no time. But yeah, we don't know what happened there because Sok was there as well at the point where Tay lost his wing. So we don't know what happened there. Tay is going out. I see his pit crew ready and he's off. So he's a bit out of sync of the rest now. Hope for him that they wait a little bit longer before going out.
He might try to go twice.
I think he will. And it won't give me Tay's car. Why is that? Oh, there it is. Whoa. After. That took long. Oh, Spark is out as well. So the battle is on for pole. But can Power Chris do something about it? What do you think, Phil?
It's possible, but I mean, I feel like he hasn't carried the momentum from like Q2, Q1, Q2 like Spark and Hyper have. Because I mean, 4/10, I feel like at that speed is going to be quite a lot to ask. But you know, you never know with how the track kind of evolves and rips up.
Thanks for the follow, Holy 69. And here's Tay starting his lap. Would be great for Tay if he can move it a bit further up the field, you know, starting around 5th or something.
Yeah, considering Appy got knocked out.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be good for Appy if Take It Easy could cover it a bit more at the front there and hold up the rest a little bit. You never know if we have an early safety car or whatsoever, what people are trying, if they make a stop for a new set of tires, or maybe they get full wet, but it feels like Inter, so yeah, you never know
Yeah.
with this game.
Tay looking good through the chicane.
Yeah, looked really consistent. I believe Sparks behind him on the lap as well immediately, so oh, he's further away. It's Power Chris on out. What can they do? Really strong out of that last corner there. Going again. Ooh, Hyper is only half a tenth up out of sector 1. Spark is 2/10 up
Oh,
into the
jeez.
last turn. Did he manage to keep that time out of sector 2 into sector 3? He did.
700th.
No, Hyper spun the car.
Oh no.
Oh, no way.
He saw that Spark got it and spun.
Oh, and Power Chris lost his front wing. Dale almost 3/10 up. That will bring him around patch his time.
Hyper can still go again. I don't think he broke his wing or anything.
If he didn't destroy the tire.
Yeah. Yeah, he's staying out. He's going again. It's not over yet.
And Dale brings it up to 5th, what I expected. And Tay, what can Tay do? Oh, he's going again right now. He charged the battery and is going. Mark, going again as well. Maverick going a little bit wide. Probably lost that 10 that he was up. Yeah, stays 7th, but can he go again? James White, 3.5 tenths up on his time. Will bring him around Mark or Dale. Around Mark. In front of Mark. Oh, Hyper invalidated.
Oh.
No way.
It's only about half a tenth up, and he's gonna need quite a bit more than that. He's gonna gain any more places.
Yeah, he needs a couple of tenths. It's so hard to get that lap you did then in Q2, you know, to do that again.
Right.
Or he's winning a lot in this sector, you never know. Nope. Oh yeah, still 6 tenths. He dropped it in the 122s. Only
2
2000s.
That's rough.
Oh, that's really rough, yeah. I would. It would be. I would have been
It's
happy
actually
for him if he
it's
took
actually
that one spot.
6th and 7th is only 1/100th as well.
Yeah.
It's very close to that.
So we're gonna head off for a 5-minute break for the start. Taking pole position, Spark, followed by Hyper, then Power Chris and Patch. So it's Alpine, Red Bull, then Dale, then James White, then Mark D, Maverick, Take It Easy, and APS Salk. Yeah, it was a really exciting qualifying with all the things happening. But
Yeah,
between Spark and Hyper is also less than nothing.
it's really exciting that they're definitely having to push each other just that little bit more. I mean,
Yeah.
less than a tenth in between the front row. It's pretty good.
We will start at 20:32, so in 5 minutes time. So we will be back with you guys shortly. Going to the toilet real quick.
Okay.
So, I'm back.
Oh,
Looks like we're gonna have intermediates. So let's see who has the best start today.
it also means it's not terribly long until we see try.
Yeah. Will be a short period, I think. One minute, then we go.
All right.
Yeah, I really wonder who's gonna excel in this kind of weather, you know, from wet to dry.
Yeah, it's I hope there's not a massive amount of carnage going into the start. It's really going to depend how people get off the line, and then how you know everyone behaves going into turn one.
Yeah, 10 seconds until formation lap starts. So, I'm ready for a good race. I like these weather conditions, you know, from wet to dry or from dry
Yeah,
to wet.
yeah. I mean, just as long as as there isn't too many safety cars.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, then,
when there's too many, like it pulls any amount of strategy out of it, obviously.
yeah, and it won't dry the track up.
Right.
The only way to create a dry line is when the cars are driving how they should drive and not behind the safety car. And the track looks pretty tricky. It seems wet, but also not really.
I always feel like you don't want to get lulled into a false sense of security when you're.
I
Okay.
don't see a lot of spray coming off the tires.
And it really doesn't look that wet.
No. Very tricky conditions today. The front runners need to be careful that they don't stand there like 30 seconds of waiting time or more, because the guys behind are really taking it slow and Spark is driving like it's a race. Well, that's a long wait for these three guys before the rest of the field is there.
But it wanted to heat into the tires, I guess.
Yeah, but you lose that heat during the wait
I know, but yeah,
for
I'm
the rest
saying
of the
no one
grids.
else followed their lead.
They must feel pretty shitty.
Well, wish them the best of luck.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
Damn.
We'll pick up the leader here with the start. It's a wait for Chelsea now. It's the last car to hit the start-finish the starting grid. Everyone's there. Here we go. 5 lights. Seems like a pretty good start from Spark there. Not that good of Hyper, covering the inside against Power Chris immediately, losing that place.
Oh, it's James White and Maverick get tangled up on each other.
And stay behind in turn 1. Hyper immediately lost that place to Power Chris. Power Chris now following his teammate. Hyper being followed by his teammate. Wants to get that position back, but as we said, it doesn't really look wet. Stock left session. Uppy from the start, already 5 positions up.
Crazy.
Into 6th place. That's an amazing start there.
Like, Alphamati is going to go down the inside of Mark T. Ooh, but gets a little bit sideways and loses out, actually.
Yeah, Tay is struggling as well there. Does Tay have damage? Almost 3 wide heading there.
I think
to the
Chelsea.
chicane.
I think I just heard Chelsea hit the back of Hicklin a little bit.
Let's hope for Hicklin that he doesn't get any diffuser damage. But It seems
I
like
can't.
Tay is really struggling there.
Seems really slow, but I don't see any damage on his front wing.
No, didn't see any damage as well. But Maverick
Could have side pipe damage,
shows
I
no
guess.
damage, and James White also
Oh,
no
and Hicklin
damage.
is spun out.
And Hyper took second place.
Alpha Matty and Zog are side by side.
And oh, they touch.
Yeah,
Little nudge there.
Yeah, Alpha Matty gets kind of ran a little wide.
Oh, and patch into the gravel. Now losing quite a bit of time. Oh, and Power Chris stuck on the sausage curb there.
Oh,
Had to, oh, and almost losing it. Coming out of the corner there with patch in front.
now
That was
Hyper is
really
right behind
close.
Spark. Looks like
Oh
he's gonna
yeah,
go for a
Hyper
move.
is.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
Hyper,
locking up. He almost goes into the back of him.
Hyper gave me some inside info. He was only 5/10 or 3/10 behind one of the quickest guys that driven in APS.
Oh, really?
Plucky. Yeah, AMS Plucky, I believe. And he's now on the inside of Spark, and he's really showing a lot
Spark
of
tries to
confidence
hang
here.
around the outside, but that
Oh,
doesn't really
puts
work
him
out.
off.
Yeah.
And Patch is back in third. What happened? Patch went wide and now he's back in third.
Power
And
Chris is
Bill
all
is in
with-
fourth.
Um,
Power Chris is back. Yeah.
oh,
Oh, I missed that because
he's back.
P is in fifth now.
He's spun.
Yeah, that's what I mean, all the way to the back.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Hyper now leading the race, followed by Spark and then Patch, then Dale. A little gap of almost 3 seconds to Appy, who's being followed by Mark D. Then it's Sok, then Alpha Mati, Chelsea, and closing the top 10 is Take It Easy. Then 3.5 seconds behind Tay, it's James White, then followed by Hicklin, Maverick and Power Chris all the way at the back. Let's stay here with this train behind Appy, I think. There's 3 cars going. I don't know. I think Dale has a really good shot on taking that position of Patch. Those front runners don't want a safety car now.
Right. Yeah, Hyper really
So everyone, thank you for joining in.
Pull away
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, sorry.
Yeah, Hyper is really strong in the rain. Yeah, I wanted to thank everyone for joining in and watching the stream, and hope they will give some predictions of who's gonna win this race. It's very quiet so far in the chat. So, oh, and Appy running a bit wide there, giving a chance for Mark D to hook up behind him. Little gaps are being created now of little over a second.
Mm-hmm.
Mark D in the attack on Appy. And Appy needs to score points to stay ahead of Hyper in the championship fight. Seems like Chelsea and Alpha are also pretty close together. Oh, and Mark D went off. So Sok is past Mark D.
Now Mark D, Chelsea, and Alpha Matty are all you can get all to each other. Oh, and something just happened with the top two. It looks like.
Yeah,
or-
Spark is off.
Spark has a flat tire.
Spark lost his... Oh, yo! He has a flat tire and is losing his front wing. He's missing his front wing. What happened
Amazing
there?
he's not out, but he needs to slow down. He's gonna. Yep.
Hey, oh, but that's interesting. Is that then due to
Yes.
overheating?
I don't know.
Did
I
he
imagine,
touch
I imagine
Hyper?
he touched someone or something else.
Yeah, the only one he could touch was Hyper then.
Just have to see he makes it back safely.
Let's hope so. He's almost there.
Yeah.
But he really needs a safety car now.
Right.
A holy 69 is predicting that Chelsea will win it. And Dale is... Who's already being lapped? Is that Power Chris? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Was almost getting confused there. But Appy losing quite a bit of time to the guys in front. But it's already 7 places up, so don't count them out yet. Who was that around? Power Chris again. So there's a lot of debris on track as well. Power Chris missing a lot of wing. And Spark is coming out of the pit again, so he's back racing. Then we have a little gap of less than a second to Alpha Matti and Chelsea, and James White and Tay. I must say I'm really happy I'm not driving, because these conditions are really...
They're not my favorite.
No, because still as a commentator, I can't judge if the track is really wet or if it's somewhat dry, because I would have expected a lot more spray off these inters.
Yeah, I would have expected a little bit more. You can definitely see the drier part of the track as actually Tay moves over to the wet line on the start-finish straight.
Trying to cool them. Is that gonna play a part then? Oh, who's in the pit there? Oh, Power Chris. And retired. And Appy now holding up. Sok, Mark, Chelsea closing up. Matti closing up. Won't take long for Tay to close up that gap eventually, I think. But Hyper really driving for that driver championship and that constructor championship.
Oh, it's automatic, loses it. Just got too much on the curb.
Yeah, you won't want to touch that curb there, especially when it's these conditions.
He doesn't have
will set you off.
Yeah, he doesn't have any damage, but yeah, he spun out.
Yeah, so far the race is going pretty good, Lil Samp. Only 6 laps in. A lot of position changes already. As Hyper is just improving and improving. It looks like it's getting drier because that's almost 8 tenths. He's quicker than his last lap. 6-second gap now. And there's a little train forming behind Appy. With Sok and Mark. Then it's a gap to Chelsea of 3 seconds. Then again 3 seconds to Tay, who's being chased by James White. Hicklin gets a penalty. Who's in a fight with Alpha Matti. Little less than a second between them. I'm gonna pick up this train behind Appy. Appy is passed by Sok. Sok is already past him.
What, you gonna have a run to
Appy? Pulling away.
They both have pretty full battery, but but it doesn't look like it's getting that much drier. It still looks just as wet as it did when it started. Oh, someone's crashed out. Oh, Maverick.
Yeah, start finish.
And
oh, safety car. Here we go. Is Hyper still? Oh, and Hyper just past the pit. Who's going in for a new set of inters? Because there's a lot of debris there on track. As you can see here to the right side, Maverick into the
The
wall.
leaders when
No one is going in.
Appy goes.
Oh yeah, Epi.
Chelsea.
Chelsea goes. Not feeling those other Inters anymore. Chelsea as well. Back to the Inters. I must say, this was a moment to go for a new set if you wanted to go for a new set. Because you don't know how long it takes to dry up.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any point to do it, it's now.
Then you know that you can go another 10, 15 laps on those Inters when you have a new set.
Comfortably, yeah.
I'm gonna jump on board here with Patch to... Yeah, it's not really raining. It's more like a drizzle. And let's hope this is the only safety car we have this race.
Yeah, I mean, got all the way till lap 7, and I think that was just Maverick. It looked like he more or less spun on his own.
Yeah. Seemed like it. It's a part if you hit that outer curb when you come out of the last turn. If you hit that curb on the left side, it will send you off massively if you don't hit it correctly. Or it's easy to just overshoot it, hit the grass, and then still spin into the wall. Oh, Patch is also going offline to cool the tires a bit more, seems like it. Tay is also in the pit, so getting a new set of tires, I think. Spark picks up a penalty. Who is stuck behind Alpha Matti now at 12th position. And they decide to pit as well. So it will take a little bit longer before we start again. Is he gonna try it? It seems like it. Spark is moving to the medium compound.
It's way too early.
I must say, it looks dry. No,
No.
wait, it stopped raining. It stopped raining. He could be on the right call now. Depends on how quickly is this track gonna dry out, but I don't see any drizzle. Okay, let's get tire tread into place. Take her easy is on the medium, Uppy is on the medium, Alpha Matti on the hard, and Spark on the medium. Let's pick up Uppy and Tay. Oh mate, there's a lot of grip. There's a lot of grip, guys. There's a bunch of grip out there on the dry compound. Those, oh yeah, hyper going in. Everyone coming in now who's able to pit.
I think they're just going for the gamble. I still think there's I think there's a lot of standing water still.
I think if you keep it on the correct line, it will be an advantage.
Right, I mean,
because it looks like Tay is not struggling. Yeah, but it doesn't seem like those guys who jump to the medium are struggling that much.
Not that much.
And Hyper now behind Uppy, so fight on for the championship.
Yeah, with 19 laps
Two rivals close
to
together.
go, yeah, might as well go on.
Yeah, still on a 2-stop then, or on another stop. They won't stretch it for 19 laps, I think. Will
Maybe,
they?
well, maybe the hard tire, uh, talking
Mate,
Addy.
did you notice? If all the guys in front of Tay go in, who's leading the race
He's
then?
leading, yeah. So it'll be
He
very.
made the right call at the right moment.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see this restart.
Can he help his teammate? Oh, this is gonna be very, very interesting. Because there's the field closing up now behind the safety car.
It's gonna restart this lap.
So,
Yep.
yeah. I just wanted to say they're not gonna wait for Spark to close up that field. So we're gonna pick up the leader. That's Patch, who's gonna control the pack. But who's gonna leave this group and go into the pit? Because yeah,
It's not
we're
Chelsea's
at
kicking
that
himself
point.
because he got fresh enters and then stayed out.
Yeah. Uppy did the same, but went the lap after in immediately to get rid of those inters and switched to the medium compound. Zok also to the hard. Hicklin on the medium. Oh, this is yeah. Patch going in as leader of the race. Dill at the restart.
Oh!
You see Chelsea going into the wall. Yeah, that's the inters. No grip anymore. Dill wants to push it right now. Let's follow Pickup Tay because we want to know how those medium compounds will hold up against the inters.
But definitely
he's closing.
Need to warm up themselves first.
He's already at the address of James White. Yeah, this is going to be something. Those guys gambled correctly.
Yeah. It's still questionable.
Only 7/10.
But it's the right call.
Like, it is what we said at the beginning of the race. It doesn't seem that bad.
You can't fully send it though.
No,
he's
but he's gonna
right
try
here.
it.
Yeah. Oh no.
I think he's also thinking of his teammate,
here.
who's really close behind, of course. It's a fight of two Mercedes against one Red Bull. And
Tay just doesn't want to run
really
into the back
flying.
of James White because he's definitely going slower.
Oh, James White went a little bit wide there, seemed like it. And Uppy now closing and defending there against Hyper. Same as Tay, also defending against Hyper. Tay now on the inside of James White. Uppy following. Same as Hyper.
Yeah, he's gonna go around the outside.
James White really smart to give those decisions away. Because he wants to go into the pit and there was a contact, I believe, between James White and Sok.
Yep.
But they managed to stay in front of this group and Dill still running on those inters. He threw away his race. Yeah, he spun out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done. Not due to damage or whatsoever, but he gambled and oh wow!
Tay trying to go for
Tay
the team play.
to get that position.
Yeah. But he gives it.
Oh, what a battle here!
To Hyper too.
Yeah.
It's not exactly what he wanted.
Because this is awesome. Oh, this is not a corner to go to White.
Oh,
little nudge there. Oh, and there was contact between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what I said. That's not a part to drive. To drive too wide next to each other.
Alpha now he's trying to go around the outside of Tay.
And Uppy not happy. And Hyper gone now. Oh, that's a shame because Tay was trying indeed to do the teamwork move.
I think they could
have
waited another lap or two. Because Tay was getting past there. Obviously, Hyper was putting the pressure on. But
now Uppy is
there was
against Patch.
But there was no gap for Tay to go in between Abby and Hyper.
Yeah. That's a shame because that could have been an awesome battle there.
Right.
And it shows that the littlest part of contact sometimes in this game will send you spinning around.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good you are.
And Hyper already showed he was really strong on this track and now he's just pulling away from those other runners. Uppy has left the session. Yeah, it's changing everything, Sam. And I think in a heated battle between Hyper and Uppy, Uppy decided to not continue. Because I saw him leave. And
Yeah.
he did not retire the car, so it stays still fighting against Alpha Matti, but sliding a little bit there with the rear. So yeah, everything can happen in this race. James White spun again, I think. Yep, he did. But the fight is here. Oh, so sorry. Fight is here between Hicklin and Tay now. Alpha Matti taking
he's not
10
far
positions
away.
from the start. Tay is really keeping it close together, as we have DRS now, so Spark also flying up the field again, already back in 5th, in front of Patch. Yeah, it was really unlucky that they touched, that Hyper and Uppy touched.
Yeah, it was very small. But I mean, it's always
It's
tough.
not a part on the track where you go for that move, for that fight. We're
especially
going side by side.
And like, not even in the best of circumstances when it's like fully dry. Like you're on slick tires and it's still damp on track, especially offline. You know, I mean, obviously it's congested where it was, but I mean, there's no reason to kind of do that when there's still half the race left. Just concede.
As we can see now that the medium tires are catching up to the hard
Tay
compounds.
is going to go for the move on Alpha Matti.
Yeah, Tay just has to keep it clean.
Yeah, just trying to put him offline a bit.
Yeah. Because there's a penalty in front, there's penalties behind. He has to just keep it on the grey stuff. But he will go for it when he sees the opportunity. And I think this is the first and best opportunity. But Matti defending really nicely on the inside there.
Which
Side
just
by
fully
side.
sends it though. I mean,
Ooh,
like that's
fully sends it into the corner. That's crazy.
That's not super necessary.
No,
Like
no,
he's
that
like-
could have been done quite a bit with more respect.
Already got a penalty.
Yeah, and it set off Tay quite a bit, I think, how Alpha Matti... Oh!
Oh no!
No! Oh, I'm talking about it and he just hits the curb and just fully sends off into the wall. That was an insane crash. Oh, I
Another safety
I
car.
totally lost my words. I
Yeah.
totally lost my words. Oh, commissary to Tay. I was really hoping he had a good finish and result. What are we gonna see now? Are we gonna see another streak of pit stops? 14 laps on the soft. Is it doable? I think it is.
Soft? No.
I don't know.
On a new set of mediums, yeah. I feel like softs would be extremely difficult.
Alpha is going in for a new set. Spark is going in. Hicklin going in. Patch going in. What are we gonna getting? Soft. Spark, new set of medium. Hicklin soft. A lot of people on the soft. Oh, this is gonna be a
some
long
people are,
safety car.
Some people are staying out. I mean, they'll probably pit again later. They'll probably pit closer to lap 20 for new softs, I think.
Yeah.
If they are, but...
But I really feel for Tay. He was having an amazing race after the rain.
I mean, obviously they're up in the podium places, but with them being on different compounds, like, I mean, Alphamati didn't really have much to lose if he just conceded the place to Tay, and then just stayed behind him, because he was on the hard tires, so, like, Tay had the advantage. Just save your battery, because as Tay's tires would start to go off, you would either be able to pass him again, or Tay would have to pit. I mean, does Alphamati think he won't break his front wing or something if that happens? I don't know.
Yeah, there, there's sometimes not a lot of respect on track. Sometimes I'm missing that.
Yeah.
A bit more respect between drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand the reaction of Tay. I hope this lap the safety car will go in. Then we have still some awesome racing to do. Still a lot can happen. Yeah, we really feel for you, Tay.
Yeah.
So let's hope the safety car will go in. Then we have some 12 laps to race.
And hopefully it should be dry till the end.
Is it really gonna wait for Dale? No way, right?
No. Right?
I'm afraid. It is.
Yeah.
We're gonna have another lap behind the safety car. Tuesday, they got a call with the safety car at this point. Going into the second to last corner. Safety car in. Because someone closed up just
in time.
Just in time, yeah. And then you have to react, because you don't expect it. So yeah, after this one, I think we will be back at racing speed. It's too bad for Spark that Mark is in between them.
Yeah, but I mean, still, what a great recovery for Spark, though, with all the things that have happened to him just so far in this race.
Yeah.
I still can't believe he broke his front wing and had somehow a front, a puncture.
Yeah. Yeah, and still managed to get back in third.
Yeah, yeah. So that was which race was that? It was like that was Fernando Alonso at Baku. He still drove from McLaren.
Nice and early call by the safety car. So Hyper will control the field. I'm curious if Hyper is gonna wait till the last moment to make the start-finish straight as short as possible. Looks like he's already gone. Oh, no, he's not.
Yeah, you think he's gonna wait?
He's gonna do a max.
Now he goes.
Smart. It's one of the smartest things to do. At some tracks, you know?
Oh, Spark is going for it immediately on Mark
Yeah.
D. Wow.
Did he manage?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
There was a little contact, but...
And yellow. James White.
Alpha Mendy tries to go around the outside now of Mark D, and Eklund is trying to go past Paj. Paj just spun out.
Oh, and there's contact. Yeah, there. Yeah. It's aggressive today. Chelsea also spun. I hope for Hyper he can manage to control the pace. But the guys behind are on fresher tires.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Spark, his tires are 6 laps younger.
Which will be huge. So like,
really
unless Hyper's gonna pit again, I mean, he's gonna lose.
Yeah. Maybe hoping for another safety car, I don't know. But it was a big gamble of him to stay out.
Yeah.
If he went in, and he would have came out as leader again. So you already see he's losing against Spark now.
Mm-hmm.
Those fresh tires are really... But I don't know if those softs will make it.
No, they'll really be struggling. As he goes for a nice
Spark here on the grass even.
Oh, they touched
overshooting the corner. A little bit of a nudge there.
Oh,
and
now
Alpha Matti now.
In the mix.
Oh, he gave a little nudge there on Hyper's rear. Really aggressive driving today here. Hyper now losing a lot more than one position. I don't know what Alpha Matti was doing, but that looked very aggressive.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if that would be sent into the stewards. There was no need for that, because now Hyper really struggling and losing out.
I think Alpha Matti just kind of caught up as they were battling a little bit more. I mean, he is on softs.
True that.
But it did seem aggressive in how he got past. I don't know. I'd have to look at that again. I was kind of jumping around on Sparks POV.
I agree, Lil Samp. The positions of overtakes are little bit quite what curious tonight. Where they do it.
Questionable, I think is.
Yeah, questionable. Yeah, that's the yeah, questionable. Yeah, there are places on this track where you can really go for an overtake, and some points that you think, better not. But yeah, I still think Alpha Matti is now overdriving that soft compound.
Well, it looks like Spark is still staying within a second with them.
Yeah.
And the soft tires are really going to struggle for another 8-9 laps. Also, it looks like Chelsea is
and
just
Chelsea
retired.
is off.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be another safety car? Yes, it is.
Wow.
So this is really lucky for Hyper, who can now drive into the pit and get a set of soft tires. Or is he staying out? He's staying out. No, Hyper.
Way. No.
Hyper, what are you doing, mate?
I think he just wants the track position. He knows he'll go too far back, I guess, but...
I'm in total shock.
Oh, they almost ran into each other. Jeez. Hicklin.
Yeah, and Spark. Oh, this blows my mind. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting end of this race, I think.
Yeah. Oh, it's sunny now, finally.
Yeah, that can also play a big role now. If track temp goes up by quite a bit.
I mean, yeah, well, at least for the last 5 laps, like, wouldn't that make the tire deg more aggressive?
Yeah, I think so. Because now you see that really, yeah, it's really dry and very clear now. Yeah, I think it can play a big part, especially for Hyper and for Sok.
Right.
I think those soft runners made the best choice now. Especially with the temps going up, you have a lot more grip. 18 people watching tonight. Thank you all for watching this stream.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, we will have this lap, and I think after this one we will be back at racing speed. I'm still confused why Hyper didn't pit.
Just want to keep track position. He's the first. He doesn't have penalties. Spark and Hicklin do.
I know, but he will lose all those positions.
I mean, Zog is right behind
I
him
feel
with
like
10
he's gonna
level
lose them.
softs, and Peg is behind them with 7 level mediums. There's a little bit of a cushion. I think that's what they're banking on it. And I mean, alright, lap 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I mean, it's 6, 7 laps. Like, softs will be fast, way faster than to begin with, but they'll be still pretty slow by the end. I don't know. It's all gonna be like, you just see it's hard to pass on this track.
I'm gonna ask him tomorrow what percentage tire wear he had at the end of the race. Are you gonna sit down next week to watch 24 Hours of Daytona?
Next week? I thought I just saw it today. Oh,
it's
in
next
real
week.
life. Sorry.
Yeah, in real life.
Yeah, I was talking about iRacing. I've actually I've never watched it.
It's. I watched it last year for the first time. It's pretty awesome. And I'm gonna watch this year because Dutch team is entering as well, Team Netherlands. And Rinus VK is driving there as well with an American driver and Guido van der Garde and then the owner of the team. So yeah, I'm really curious about it.
I mean,
and a couple of more Dutch guys are driving, like Renger van der Sande. He's in the IMSA Championship.
So how do you watch it? Sounds stupid, but how do you watch a 24-hour race?
It's live on television here.
Oh, that's not what I'm asking, mate. Alright, as we get going here.
Oh, it doesn't matter, but we're off again. So, Spark and Hicklin off like rockets.
Yeah.
Hyper defending against Sok. Alpha Matti already passed Patch. So he's in a charge going up.
I've already lost that to Zog and gets a penalty.
Ooh. So now Sok, the only one without a penalty there in the front runners on 11 lap old softs. I don't think they will make it till the end. I'm curious what Hicklin can do. Can he stay with Spark till that DRS comes and then go for an overtake? Or is Spark just too quick?
I don't know, A-level mediums are definitely not that bad.
Alpha Matti pushing behind Hyper again. And
Yeah,
I think he will take that position.
on those brand new softs, he's gonna be so
Yeah.
fast.
But he's taking a little bit more time to look for the right spot to overtake.
Yeah. You can tell he's very
yeah.
He's being held up massively. I just runs into the back of Hyper actually.
Ooh, little nudge there.
Yeah, that actually kills all of his momentum down the main straight.
Yeah, it did.
Get him out of this corner.
No, not Spark off again.
No.
Yeah, Spark off. Oh no, Spark mate. And lost his front wing end plate. So Hicklin leading the race out of nowhere. Followed by Sock. Then on third it's Hyper. Then Alpha Matti. Then Patch. Then Uppy, who's not driving anymore. Mark D, Dale, James White, and Spark just now rolling away with no wing anymore. That's a long lap.
Yeah. Spark
retired. Yeah. I can understand the frustration. But so far Hyper keeping Alpha Matti behind. That's really awesome. On those old mediums. And Sock still running second on those old softs. The new soft runners didn't manage to get anywhere near them.
No.
The only one who's really in...
Alpha Matti is pushing Hyper around.
Yeah. I think there was a little notch of patch there on the rear of Alpha Matti. Yeah, now it's done, I think. Hyper defending the inside.
Oh.
Just losing out there. It was really close
again. It was really close.
Will Hyper also lose out on his... Yeah, he will.
Alpha Matti almost went to the back of Zog.
He's overdriving those soft tires.
Yeah, he has the grip. Like, he's got plenty of laps to do the move.
Yeah.
I don't know about catching Hicklin, but he's got a 3-second... I mean, they will have penalties, but... Relax.
Yeah, and Hicklin just driving away now. Oh, and a time penalty for Sock as well, so that can mean that Patch will move up quite a bit of places.
Let's see. Oh, is Alpha Matti and Sock make contact before the corner even?
Oh, and again almost a nudge there. Penalties dropping in now.
This train
only 8 drivers left.
Behind Hyper is getting serious.
Yeah. Remember, Uppy is ghosted, so those guys will go through him easily. Patch almost having a side swipe there. But Sock's still winning that second off.
So Hicklin has 9 seconds, and Alpha Matti has 6, so Alpha Matti will still win at this point. Actually, no, it's not true. Zog. It's tough. I can't do that much math.
Let's
it's 9-6-3-3 for the top 4 with penalties.
Yeah, Hicklin will drop back quite a bit then.
Sorry, Spark. You're really
I'm really sorry for you, Spark.
Really doing well.
But look at Hicklin, 12 places up from the start.
Insane.
That's really good.
Yeah, Alpha Matti is just getting closer and closer now.
Yeah.
They'll probably actually be able to catch him on track. And then if Alpha Matti can pull a 3-second gap to Hyper, he'll win.
Yeah. Alpha Matti really going for it. Oh, Mark D around. Left the session.
So obviously
Only 7
he
cars
will
left.
obviously he will want to, but Alpha Mani does not need to technically overtake Lakeland to win.
If I were Alfa Matti, I would stay behind. Of course you want to win it on track, but it can mean winning or losing if you make a wrong judgment with the overtake.
Right.
So Hyper still in third, but will lose those places to his teammate, I think.
So
I think
how
Sok is
hard is
really close on a
Hicklin
penalty
gonna,
there.
so Hicklin doesn't let Alpha Mani go. I mean, he has
Oh.
the right to do that. Oh
Oh
no!
yeah, Alfa Matti off.
Oh, and he broke his wing.
And that's a pretty dangerous re-entering.
I mean, I don't think he had too much of an option, but wow. So he just went a little bit deep, not expecting who is it, Hicklin to brake so early.
Defend that hard.
Well, yeah, well, I think he just just hit the brakes early because his tires are old. So then he went deep and
This is gonna... Is this
he got
gonna
dirty
mean that
tires.
Hyper is gonna win? Or is Patch gonna win? Who's gonna win?
Wow. Alpha Mati had that. He just had to not overdo it.
Yeah, he had that win in his pocket. And now everything is done. We're in the final lap. Leading the race is Hicklin after a chaotic, crazy race. Where a lot of things happened.
Oh, Pat just gonna win.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Patch is gonna win it. Dale retired. Ooh. Hicklin, another time penalty. He will drop down the order quite a lot. But I think Hyper is gonna come in second or third. Third, I think. So there's Hicklin crossing the finish line. Hyper taking that position. Then Sok behind Hyper.
Hyper?
Patch dropped the gap. Yeah, Patch lifted to give the win to Hyper.
Oh.
It's only 2/10 between them.
Yeah.
So the race win goes to Hyper.
Wow.
Wow, crazy.
It was quite the intense
If he
race.
would still be here, then he would have been driver of the day, I think. Yeah, it was an insane race. Congrats to everyone. Thanks for watching again. Thanks for helping again. And now it's raining again. The race finished and it's raining again. So after a chaotic race, Hyper takes the win thanks to his teammate, IIRL Patch, who I think deserves driver of the day because he gave away the win. And then on third it will be Sok. Then on fourth it will be Hicklin. Fifth, James White. Sixth, Alpha Matti. And then further I don't know. I'm sorry guys. But thank you all for watching. I hope to see you next week on Sunday or upcoming Tuesday when SunGod is streaming, or the Thursday 81 division where Spark 666 will be streaming. Of course, tune in on Tuesday at the No Assist division. It's always ready for some spectacle racing and quick times. So yeah, thank you again and see you next week.
Bye.